announce that I'm starting my business this year.
2020 was a rough year emotionally for a lot of people, but let's go back to see how it all started for me. January started off on the way to Guatemala for a missions trip. And during that trip, I was so thankful for what God was doing and the people around me. And to come home with a new perspective and to interact with some close friends that I hadn't seen in a while before I head off to my next adventure in Honduras. Honduras to me is one of those places where God just comes alive, not only in the people, but the projects that we get to work on. And even when I get sick for a couple days with a bug, it is incredible to see Him working in me and the people there. And it's moments like these that I will never, ever forget. The moments just sitting around a campfire talking, or movie nights under the stars, interacting with the kids and just getting to see their smiles, and the staff and the amazing friends that I have made, and leaving was so hard.
And I'm excited for the trip home to see what God has planned for me.
Going from Honduras to a party bus shooting a wedding, and the sheer contrast of that is overwhelming. And as the virus started to get bigger and bigger, I started to say goodbye to my friends in person, and Zoom became something common. Bible studies, friends from Honduras. But in these moments, we tried to make the most of everything. Doing forts and watching movies, learning new skills, and just interacting as friends, and making the most of every moment that we have. And every day, trying to grow as best we can and learn and develop ourselves. And there's so many moments with family and friends that I will remember. As restrictions started to lighten up, my friends and I decided, let's go camping under the stars and see God's glory revealed to us before our eyes. And as I continued to grow and try and pursue my business and figuring out what does that look like in a 2020 world, it was so amazing to be able to capture so many moments with not only friends, but family, and moments that I will never, ever forget. And yet, through all of the smiles and the joys and the fun moments, deep down the lies started to overwhelm me. The smiles began to fade. And no matter what beauty was before me, it felt like there was a cloud above me at all times. So we're switching rooms, so my adventure begins sticker's gonna have to go. And as change started to happen, and photography anniversaries and fun with friends, yet I still felt this deep overshadowing of what do I do? These lies started penetrating, and it became something that just overshadowed my life. And that is when the rebuilding process began. Letting God use people in my life to bring me back to Him. And even though some days felt like an overwhelming storm of my life, there were these people every single day that would look me in the eye and tell me to keep going, to keep running, to keep chasing these things that I thought were valuable. And no matter what 2020 brings, there is hope in the dark. And to create something like a film like that, and to be able to drive with friends and learn how to drive manual cars, and just for smiles to actually come alive. And getting paid to go to Montana to shoot weddings, and having 4 hours at Glacier National Park to see God's glory revealed to me before my very eyes, and to see and capture just a glimpse of the beauty of Christ and His renewing of me every single day. To knowing that I don't have to be perfect, I don't have to have everything figured out, I don't have to be successful with the business for Him to love me. And to know that and to be accepted. And sure, it wasn't easy all the time. There's still many days of hardship and working through things. But God used a lot of people to get me to that place. So I continue to grow, to push myself every single day for something more. And sure, there were some really hard days. But again, the business opportunities that God provided, relationships that only come from time, and a mentorship with a very good friend who encouraged me so much. But the business opportunities that God is providing, the time at the pub had come to an end. The season had ended, and yet I grieved over that loss of so many people. And during that time, there was some extremely enjoyable moments with friends and opportunities that I didn't even begin to think would happen. I started investing in myself and in improving my equipment, enjoying some company with friends. And my dog had to have surgery, which was so sad, and yet she ended up getting out of it perfectly fine, which is incredible. Enjoying the stars with family and taking opportunities in December with friends and capturing adventure camps. There were so many moments to look back and be thankful for. For the opportunities of work, for basking in the absolute splendor of the kingdom of God, and to have miracles happen before your eyes. So here's to 2021, a year of growth, opportunity, and hopefully I learned a lot. And remembering that there is hope in the dark. No matter what's going on, to understand that every single day that there is a cloud looming above your head, there is the sun shining somewhere in the world, just above the clouds. So Lord, here I am. I don't know what 2021 holds. I don't know what adventures I'll have, but I want you to lead me.